Hey everybody, welcome back to Dyson Delinquents and our playthrough of Tomb of Annihilation. This is our final episode. So, what has happened previously is our team has managed to destroy the Atropol, whatever. The cute little baby. And they also
I'm gonna question your definition of cute there.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, not all babies are cute. So
I mean, that's actually kind of true.
yeah, it's true.
There's
Yeah.
one ugly baby.
No, there are. Yeah, I'm not saying who, but there are some ugly babies out there. So yes, and managed to also defeat Asarak, and you guys managed to get into a room where there were a bunch of Nothics that you started to fight, but then released, and are now attempting to. Okay, Dr. Victor needs to move around once in a while before it hit so the motion sensor lights will stay on. So just we're not having video problems. That's a lighting issue.
That is a Victor is too still for the room that he is in
Yes.
to perceive him as alive.
I just don't see life in general because maybe not. Yeah, I mean, my being alive is kind of questionable at times, so that's fair.
I'll lecture you off stream.
Yeah, we'll talk. So yes, and then you guys managed to find this hallway, and Victor has successfully identified that the room that he and Tortimer are in is the exit. It's the exit room. It has a very shallow black liquid goop pool. But Kato discovered a library of spell books, scrolls, things like that, and a gentleman sleeping. An older gentleman, glasses on, sleeping, but Sauce found out that it is in fact a fiend. And Kato, you were ritually casting detect magic, I believe.
Yes.
So where we've left off is Victor and Tortimer are in the exit room, and Sauce and Kato are. Well, Kato's in the library. Sauce is in the hallway, going there. Is there anything I missed out here?
Uh, there was just the fact that Tortimer got impatient and finally did ask Victor if it was official that they were going back together, and Victor said yes.
Yeah, that seems.
That was more roleplay than actually
Right, yeah.
beneficial to the story here, but yeah.
Okay, so this is going to take 11 minutes. At this point, I'll say 1 minute has passed. But that's generous. So,
It's for detect magic, right?
mhm.
Okay, just confirming. Go ahead.
So at this point, you guys are kind of split. So let's start with Sauce. Actually, you're in the hallway right now. You don't see anything because Kato, you actually went invisible. You didn't hide. You so yeah, Sauce. All you see is uh, the bookshelves and things like that from where you are. So what would you like to do, sir?
So I would just be sitting here waiting just for someone to come along just so I can notify quietly that there's a fiend there.
Yeah. You do know. Wait. Yeah, you do know Kato went this way. Wait.
Oh, well,
Sorry. I
Wait.
see to Sauce, so I'm gonna form a mind link.
Okay, yeah, I would say you look over and he's like kind of very wary because he's not looking too good. So yeah, I would say you are constant. You are focusing, ritually casting. All of your attention is focused on this. So
Got it.
unless he starts making noise or something, it's out of you're literally like just right here, focused on it. So I would say he would have to be either adjacent to you or make noise. And is it an action to do mind link? Because right now your action is ritually casting.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So yeah, you're ritually casting. Sauce, you're just hanging out, kind of waiting.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give me a perception check, because at this point I'm kind of envisioning you're there, but you're like, okay, where the hell is everybody? What's going on? Well, actually, sorry. You get this with advantage because you're not currently under attack and you're really focused. Okay. Okay, you do know Victor and Tortimer are in the room over there because you went past them and saw them in there.
I'm mostly waiting for them to come up this way, really. I'm just waiting to relay the information.
Cool. I would say it's actually like super quiet right now. So just at 12, you do hear occasional some snoring. Okay, so you're hanging out, just being aware. Kata's focused. Tortimer and Victor, you guys have ducked in here. You saw Sauce run by, and then the flame wall dissipate. So you didn't see where all you saw was Sauce heading north. That's all you saw. So
I don't think it likes people in the hallway.
It's my guess as well.
Now the question is, if we step out, is it going to appear right there?
Sauce? Dax? Are you ready to go?
Kato, not Dex. Wrong
yeah,
game.
wrong game. I know. Don't look at the name tags. Don't look at the name tags.
I knew it was wrong in my head.
I knew it was wrong when I said it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's a phrase I use in real life way too much. No, I knew it was wrong when I said it. Yep. So yeah, you just shout that out.
Yes.
Okay. I would say. Oops, sorry. Oh, real loud there. I gotta change that. Okay. Everybody heard it. Kato, you heard it, but you know if you do anything else right now, you'll have to restart it.
Yeah, I'm zoned out doing
Okay.
this.
Yeah, Sauce, you hear them yelling. Muted.
I'm gonna go ahead and move back towards the hallway.
Okay.
And just kind of lean out, just what? Kind of in that like
Yeah, it's over
whispered shout.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What?
Yeah,
Wait, I'm
I
over
kind of
here.
want to... I'm going to poke my head out of the hallway just to see where he's at.
You'll.
So I can see his head.
You're both poking your head out now, like from the hallway, looking like, oh. So you're.
And I
There's a
say,
demon here, and a full set of library.
Well, fiend. Sorry. Wait.
Fiend.
Fiends and demons are different, right? Or are they the same?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Because
The question is, would Sauce actually say fiend or would he say demon?
he would know. Yeah, he would because this is just an ability. Yeah, he would know exactly and refer to it.
We found the exit.
We found knowledge.
Y'all are hellbent determined to get us killed in here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tortimer. I don't think knowledge is a big motivator for your character.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's like
no,
that's not.
very
You're not.
specifically.
Yeah,
I would like to leave, please.
Yeah, it's like you're not into that. It's not your
I'm
thing.
actually mildly interested, but also want to get the fuck out of here at the same time.
Yeah,
so
we've been through enough in here.
kind of dying.
This is our people's knowledge, history.
Are you sure about that?
No,
Right.
but it's the best we have. This is the oldest archive I've ever heard of on Trump.
Alright.
It's worth
And
collecting
look-
what we can.
Now look back
do
at
it
Victor.
quickly.
Should we go? Over, Victor?
I suppose. Totally welcome.
Yeah, that's about my feelings too.
And I look back over at Tortimer, kind of.
I let them live. Please,
Right.
help me with this.
Okay. Fine.
I will get up and fucking dart across the hallway.
Well, Tortimer's standing in the hall right now, but yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I'm not going in until Victor goes in, just like to make sure that I will be between him and possible flame wall, should
Okay.
it appear again.
Well, I'm gonna move you, okay, Victor? So yeah,
Yep.
you scoot across the hall. Nothing happens.
We'll
Okay.
Okay, so that took.
bring on the map again.
I want to say that's a couple minutes. Let's see here. Stand by.
I can do an augury to find out if it would be a good or bad idea to wake it up.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
I'm asking Sauce, since this
Oh,
is
sorry.
important to him.
Yeah.
If you feel the need.
Okay. So Travis, I have the weird thing with the spells. I can't remember. Does casting time, is that the same thing? Or
No, because
okay.
technically
I
it's
know we don't need any of the materials.
yeah. No materials. This is basically an ability you just do. I would say it takes maybe like, it's not instant. I'll say it's an action. It takes you like 6 seconds to
Okay.
focus, or for you, it's not focus to just really just. You're basically you're a barbarian, so it's the opposite. Everybody else to cast a spell needs to calm, focus, concentrate. You're kind of the opposite.
Yes.
It's just you just gotta get fresh.
Well, specifically, we flavored it before as me asking Sherman
Right.
whether or not waking up the fiend, or in this case, it'll be whether or not waking up the fiend would be automatically dangerous to us.
Can you put the description in chat real
In
quick?
the chat?
Yeah,
Sure.
I just need Okay. Okay. So remember, it's wheel or woe. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Or
So
both, or none.
yeah. Okay, so what is your specific course of action?
Waking up the fiend.
Okay. So,
Very specifically, is waking up the fiend a bad thing?
so you say this, like holding your Yakwala, and it's like,
Yeah.
what exactly do you say as you're?
I say, because I'm dramatic.
Oh,
Grandfather Sherman, I call upon you for your opinion, effectively. Me attempting to be fancy, but not quite having the verbiage for it.
yeah.
I call for your opinion. Is waking the fiend weal, woe, both, or none?
Okay. I'll say there's an apparition, very, very faint apparition that shows up of a very old turtle.
Turtle.
Jeez, sorry, my brain shut down like it's a big thing. I was going to say a tortimer. No, not a tortimer. Close, but no. So he shows up and goes, I don't fucking know. Could go either way. I mean, could I? I'm new to this, man.
So-
I don't know.
So that means that he's not just going to automatically kill us if we wake him up. Right?
Maybe. I gotta go. Bye. That's
God
like,
damn it.
I'm new to this. This magic shit is bull. I don't know.
Imagine Sherman, when he died, did not expect to just be called upon regularly by his descendant.
Yeah,
For opinions.
and he will. He'll like, you're on your own, man. I don't know. And he'll like just the apparition will kind of just trudge out the hallway and slowly disappear. He gave his answer.
Yep.
Yeah, totally worth it. Totally worth it.
So, I mean, I feel like I gleaned some information off of that, at least.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell Sauce I think it's safe to wake it up. I don't think it would be safe to just attack it.
Okay. So
I'm rather out of just about everything.
I think it's best we try to mess with as little as possible here.
So the way, just I just real quick interruption. The way I'm going to do that, you guys can still talk if you need to, but whenever you're done prepping, I'm going to say just for this, I'm going to say when you're done talking to Sherman, Kato, you'll be done too. I just want to kind of tighten it up that
That's fair.
but until then, if you guys want to plan, organize, talk, that's cool too. So whenever you guys are done, then you'll both be done with it. So is there anything else you wanted to communicate with each other? Anything?
I'm good,
Okay.
because now I have my own opinions on this, so.
And I'm going to say, Kato, you've heard all this. You're totally concentrating, but you have that stupid passive perception that I'm finally fucking done with.
I think
Yeah.
Travis is over being a DM, guys.
I need a break. Yeah. So you do hear all of that. So it's just, again, you're hearing it and moving around. Oh, that's actually was pretty cool. You were underlit there for a little bit, Shirley.
Yeah, we can tell you're on your phone.
Okay, so
Oh, that's fair.
yeah, so you hear all that, you have all that information, you're just not able to reply. But while you're concentrating there, you need to give me
Who?
Kato. You need to give me a wisdom saving throw, and I'm going to say this will be with disadvantage because you're focused. Unless you get, wait. You do you have advantage on
yeah.
something?
I know I have advantage on some saves, but
Yeah.
yeah, wisdom, all wisdom saving throws.
Okay, so this would be a normal.
Dual-minded.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, this will be just a straight, no disadvantage. 18.
Hells yeah. Go Kato.
I gotta check something. Damn. The DC was 17.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
So I'm gonna say like right as you finish, 11 minutes, you know, you look up, and the way I do detect magic, it's like for 10 minutes, but basically it's like a video game, you know, highlighted items. You look up and it's like, oh, okay, because you were basically sitting on the ceiling, if I recall, or did you say you were sitting on?
I hunkered down so I could hide because I did see somebody in the room.
Oh, so you were in between, like on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
odd. Okay.
Yeah. I
Going
know.
crazy here. So you were concentrating. As soon as you're done, like, oh man, scrolls, books, magic, and let's see here. Hold on, I gotta check something. Okay. Sorry. So you kind of lean, like you're done, so you're seeing all of these, just you don't have time to check yet, but it's like obviously right in front of you, skulls, books, some other things, but then in your head you feel an intrusion in your mind, and you hear an old man's voice go, "Oh, what the fuck?"
What?
As he wakes up,
Oh
because
no.
he had cast detect thoughts on you, and he got the surface thoughts like, oh, okay, they're concentrating on detect magic. That's cool. So he tried to go deeper. You resisted, but what happened was he got into your mind and was like, hey, what the fuck for? What? Huh? Wow, fuck.
The wrong person. You
Yeah,
did the
it was
wrong
just-
person.
Yeah, he tried, but you've got 3 other things in your head, in your mind right now, and he goes just like, oh, fuck, oh, what the hell? And he actually takes psychic damage. I'm gonna say yeah, because you're like, I'm gonna say, let's see here.
D4, one for every personality.
No, it's a D12, because if it was one personality, it'd be a D4. So for each personality, it's 4, so it's gonna be a D12.
Oh. Here I was thinking you were going to mimic an old tradition.
What? Remind me, what?
The time I made you take psychic damage.
No, I am not an evil bastard. Okay, he takes 6 psychic damage as he goes, oh, fuck, what the hell is going, what the? So I gotta,
Whoops.
hold on, I gotta, what the heck, why did it, there we go. So he takes 6 psychic damage.
My brain's laughing at it.
The organ itself, not the people in it.
Okay.
You can hear it in your ears.
And then you'll hear him go, oh, gee, what the, can you guys just come out here, please? I can see all of you. I see everything.
I'm shoving shit in my pockets. Huh?
Hey, whoa. Hey, easy there. Easy, you sticky fingers. And you hear, like, you all hear him. And you all hear him in your heads. He's speaking telepathically to everybody. Come
I
on,
think we
just
better step
bring
out, guys.
it in here. Let's not go crazy. What's going on? What the hell is going on with your brain? Yeah,
It's
you
just
hiding
touched.
in the shelves there. I can see you.
Yeah. My brain's touched.
Oh, yeah, a
Yeah,
lot.
that's what it's called.
What the hell?
Yeah.
We love you, Kato.
So, you guys walk. Are you like walking up to where he is? Because he's at the north end.
I am not. I'm still stealing books and putting them in my bag.
He'll like stand up and like step over here, and he's like, "Just come on out." And he stopped
Yeah.
and he's looking at, focused on Sauce right now, pretty heavily. And he kind of trails off for a minute.
Right there.
I
Put
wave.
it, just put it back, man. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Quit it.
Okay, it's back. Yeah, so I got more shit.
I'm watching you. I can see
Sticky
you.
fingers!
I don't know what you're saying, man.
I'm talking. Okay. Are
I don't
we gonna
speak
do?
English, sorry!
But he keeps looking back at Sauce like.
Campfire Victor.
I mean, and he actually looks. Oh, okay, we got Charlie being all spooky up there.
Yeah,
Their
Campfire Victor,
piercing
man.
is all lit up too. That's cool. It's reflecting. Sorry.
Oh my god, detect magic!
So yeah, he looks like a 90-year-old, wizened humanoid. He's got a little like walking stick, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he's got gold spectacles. Would you please stop doing that? But again, in your head, that's my stuff. I'm in charge of this library. What are you doing here? Whoa. Okay, wait. Oh, okay.
What is this?
This is Asarak's library. I am in charge of it. And
Now it's
just real quick, and everybody else, he's looking at you, but specifically not like your face. He is focused on something you're carrying right now.
Yeah, somebody has Asarak's staff here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would, without even like he's kind of.
pull it out.
Oh, well, it's strapped here, so you actually grab it.
I'm gonna grab it.
Oh, things just got pretty interesting. And he's really oh wait, he needs to actually make a save because he took damage. Sorry, just a second. He needs to make a con save.
Was he concentrating on something?
Yeah, he cast Detect Thoughts.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he does maintain it, so he's kind of looking at all of you, and he is any surface thoughts you guys have, like he's scanning between you guys. So
I would like to explain Tortimer's surface thoughts are, I would like to go home now, please.
yeah. So that's what I was going to ask. There's very surface, like yours is. Just it's not even specific words, just impressions. Like yours is, want to go, get out of here, we're done. We're Dax, you switch from Kato. Golly, I just did it.
Yeah.
And right now I would assume it's like, I want all this, I want all these, I want all the shinies. I want the shinies. That's probably what's kind of just like you're seeing all this magic stuff. You don't know what it is, but you know it's magic. Dr. Victor, right now, just surface impressions. What's on your mind? Just the very top level right now.
It's, I think, a combination of, like, home and if there's any medical knowledge in these books.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that would be like, yeah, just kind of, and then now for you, Sauce, you've clearly got something. You're grabbing that, but that wouldn't be necessarily whatever your intent is by actually grabbing it. Wouldn't be a surface thought for me. So just your general like mood, almost like apprehensive, guarded, kind of.
Guarded, but basically my thought is very similar. Just we need to collect as much of this as we can, but it's that I have to save my continent, my island.
Okay.
So he believes this is like,
all right,
this can hold things.
Okay. Okay.
So Sauce is like patriotically protective right now.
Yes. Okay. So he will say, "Oh, why don't we all just have a nice, calm discussion? How about that before we take any more things, please?"
I don't react well to people telling me to calm down. I'm just warning you about that now.
just let's talk. Let's talk about how to proceed, because I think we're all in kind of a predicament. And he'll like gesture like up to where he is.
So
And
like come closer?
Yeah. Because right now, I mean, you guys can't see Kato. So you guys don't know where Kato is, actually. Because they're invisible, and none of this... Well, actually, all this dialogue he's been saying has been telepathically. Have you been replying telepathically or out loud?
I'm out loud. I can't reply
okay.
telepathically.
Okay. So he will look at you, Tartimer, and speak in Aquan, I think.
It's been demoted to primordial.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
Well, actually, he will not just primordial. He'll speak your particular dialect. Like, please, just come up here, and he's going to do it to every one of you. This guy, I mean, and the thing is
there anything that I would know about interacting with this sort of being?
You don't know what kind of being it is. All you know is it's a fiend that appears human right now.
Yes, I know it's a fiend.
You don't know what kind of fiend, though. Because, like, it's like a beast.
If I try to tell what kind of fiend it is, I believe I would have an advantage.
Well, hold
also,
on.
Travis, it says it on his rolls.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm just putting that out there.
Hold on.
Okay, but that would be metagaming.
Where is it? Sorry, I gotta...
It would be metagaming.
Where is it? Where'd it go? Hold on. I gotta check something. It is... Where is it? Sorry.
There we go.
Oh.
Kato's gone.
You never could see me.
No, but I can feel your hair tickling on the top of my very bald head.
Damn straight. Even when I'm not there, you feel it. Sorry.
Sorry, I had to check. I'm checking a spell.
I've just added something to my epilogue. In response to that, Kato.
Even when I think I'm thousands of miles away from her. Is that part of it?
Suddenly lots of open air events. No ceilings.
Go ahead. Sorry. Dr. Victor, give me. This would have to be an Arcana check.
Okay.
And I will say this is you can do it with advantage because of your Blood Hunter background.
Mhm.
Yeah. Maybe because of Cleric too, but mostly Blood Hunter. Oh, okay. Unfortunately,
Really?
I'll bet you that thing was 25. The AC was 25.
yeah, because he's under a
Where's
spell.
DC?
He casts a spell on himself right now that has no DC. It just works.
Oh, well, fuck you too.
Well, no. I set a DC just because it's a fiend. You know that, and it's basically you going through your, like, okay, what fiends can change shapes or look different or things like that, but you just weren't able right now to figure that out. But yeah, he will speak in each person's home or native language, and not only that, it is spot on. It is perfect pronunciation to all of you individually, asking like, please come, let's talk about this. Let's not stall. Just take it down a little bit. You guys looking a little tired, a little rough. Maybe have a seat. You know. And he, so Tortimer, you moved up. Okay, but nobody else does.
I moved up the 5 feet.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't
10
see.
feet of him.
Okay.
I'd be kind of like leaning against that thing. Just okay,
No problem.
What do you have? Staff, kind of shield at hand.
Okay, so you've actually pulled out Asarak's staff and clearly displaying it in front of you. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, his eyes, like he's looking around, and like he's not moving his head. He's just looking directly at each of you, wherever you are in the room. Even if you're obscured, he's looking directly at you guys.
Got him.
Yeah, you guys, like Tortimer and Sauce, you can see he's looking directly where they are. And just keeps he's keeping eyes on all of you guys. But his, like each scan he does, it always goes back to that staff. He's like looking at it, like squinting, like, well, let's talk.
Then talk.
That is a very unique staff you have there, sir. I know only of one like it.
Yeah, that's the one.
That would be smart.
Yeah. You know it's only temporary, right? He's gonna be back.
I look forward
Yeah.
to the preparation.
That's kind of my dilemma. Say, by any chance... No, they went off. Yeah, it's still working. Okay, so...
What's still working?
Oh, the traps and all the machinations here in the tomb.
And how does one turn those off?
Well, that would be... The fellow in charge of that is a couple flights up. Apparently you didn't run into him. So... that helps me out quite a bit. 'Cause... I can just... And he's kind of like, at this point, he's kind of like tapping his head, going, "Okay, that'll work. Yeah, I can blame it on him." And you were able to kill, I'm assuming, kill Asarak. So pretty formidable. You didn't see skinny guy, second floor, has an office, bunch of little hands running around. You didn't just.
We ran into
No.
a really annoying skull.
Oh, I hate that fucking guy.
That's fair.
Okay.
Where was this desk?
Oh, he's like up on the second floor.
What is he?
He's in charge of the traps and everything. I'm just stuck in the library. I can't leave this fucking library.
But what is he? Is he undead?
Yeah, he's
Is he a
some
fiend like yourself?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know. I don't go up there, but hold on a minute. Oh, stand
I
by.
need answers.
Stand by. Sorry, I gotta get the.
Mr. Fox has to go through the
He's-
inventory
He's,
and
oh,
pull two.
let me think. I don't leave this room, which sucks.
Is there a way we could help you get out?
Maybe. Where is it? Sorry. Arrgh. Oh, yeah, it's he's undead. Withers. Something like that. Yeah, he's like a white now. Didn't see him? He's got a bunch of fucking little hands that follow him around and do all this shit.
Not that I recall, but I'll make sure further expeditions seek him out.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Yeah, he maintained.
my
he,
friend
oh,
just asked if you have a way of getting out of here. Perhaps you could be summoned out.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to teleport here. Yeah, not here in
Do you
the.
want to teleport out?
Well, just put me in the garbage pile. I've
How
tried.
so?
What?
The garbage pile upstairs. The garbage room. If you try and teleport or anything.
You've been summoned out. What if you give me your name? With your name, I can go to my people. With my people, I can call the right ritual and summon you out of this tomb.
That's what I'm trying to explain. I appreciate that. I'm on the same page. The problem is, teleportation magic doesn't work here. If you try it, you just get sent to a room with a bunch. Yeah. I mean, I can teleport. I know how to do. I mean, I'm a
can
pretty good
we-
spellcaster, but if I try it, I just go to the garbage room and then I get brought back here.
And how might we disable that then?
Is it the same guy?
It was
Upstairs.
built in to the tomb. It's part of the tomb. You would have to dismantle the entire tomb, stone by stone.
That's part of the plan, of sorts.
That's gonna take you a while. No offense, but it's a big place.
I'll have generations.
Oh, okay. You're playing
I
the long
might
game.
not win,
He,
but truth will.
hold on. He is going to do. He's going to do a history. Actually, it'll be an intelligence.
I'm just seeing Sauce as being like Belmont from Castlevania. Just the entire Sauce timeline is to come and destroy this tomb stone by
He's-
stone.
He heard that you got generations, and he's checking your armor. Oh. I don't suppose you guys picked up just some items around. Shiny
Depends on
stuff.
what items.
Yeah.
Lovely black opal.
back up a crown.
Oh, that'll be it. That makes sense. Looking at you is like, okay. Sauce, give me a... This is going to be a persuasion check, and this is based on him basically turning on Asarak.
Hell yeah!
So, but...
Would I roll with advantage?
Yes, you're going to roll with advantage, but... So the DC was... Okay. When you guys first walked in, the DC was astronomically high. The things you've been saying and the things that he now is aware of have steadily brought the DC down.
Into livable options.
So, yeah, go ahead and give me... it's still really high. But go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Hell yeah!
Okay. Rolled a 17 twice. All right.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So the thing is, the staff, your armor, mentioning that you have the crown, the fact that Weathers is still alive is a big deal. So yeah, you actually, he nods, he's like, okay, so here's the deal. And he's like, what would normally be
He's doing math in his head.
what would normally be an internal dialogue in his head, because he's telepathic, it's broadcasting. So he's like, okay, Weathers is alive, he should have stopped you, he didn't, it's not on me, that's him, and he's still alive, so he's gonna have some explaining to do. These guys clearly know what the fuck they're doing because they have his staff. Holy shit. And he's looking around, it's like, yeah, they're a little wounded, but yeah. So here's the thing. Bye. Nice talking. I'm gonna take another nap. And
Enjoy your sleep.
it'll be nice to maybe meet you all someday since we've never met. And I'm just gonna... And he sits down in his chair. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna... Night. And he immediately, like exactly the way he was when you guys first saw him, he's like, yeah, I'm done.
So you're not gonna stop us from taking books and things?
Who's there? What? I did something. Nope. And he's like,
Let me grab all this stuff.
he's like got one eye and he's like looking at you like in your head, like,
Okay.
dude, read the room, man. Just
Okay, alright,
I
we're
do-
going.
I don't want to be fucked with. I can't get out of here, but it's not my fault because you weren't here. And don't take too much stuff because he'll know that. And I'm gonna get my ass handed to me, and I can't let you do that. Just what do you want? Okay.
I want anything pertinent to Cholt,
Okay.
especially the Yuan tea.
Okay. So, Kato, not Dex, Kato. As you're scanning around, his spectacles, like, they don't light up as like a typical magic item, but they light up as like component. Like they're not just normal spectacles. Give me an Arcana check.
Just normal.
Yep, just normal. Yeah, they're not magic. They don't do anything intrinsically by themselves, but it's like more component. Like they can be used in the process of casting a spell, but it's not a focus. Let's see here.
I'm gonna keep that in mind.
There is the music that's been very nice, dulcimer, quiet music, just kind of chamber music playing. It's on the table, and it's actually right here next to him. Is it's a music box made of dark wood with gold filigree. You will see there is an aura of conjuration magic around it. And, well, if... I'm just going to kind of assume, Kato, that like you're peeking around corners to see the stuff in the room. Well, and everybody would see on each of the 5 sides of the music box is sculpted with the image of a horned woman playing a different musical instrument on each side. A dulcimer, a flute, a harp, a lyre, and a viol. Let's see here. So this library, there are about 200 books that appear just to be historical books about Chult. So,
You said 200?
yeah, that are non-magic, just basically history texts. So, yeah, they're just normal books.
That's
Not
1,000
concerned with
pounds.
this.
Any books on
Well, just a second. Let me. I'm giving you a count here. So you would all see those books, like that. You can see like, oh, there's history of Chult and obviously historical things. Now, Kato, you would see there are 3 spell scrolls and 6 spell books. Let's see here. Okay. And yeah, that's what pops up as magic. So in total, there are 266 books and 3 scrolls. But 200 of the books are non-magic.
Wait, there are 60 books that are magic?
There are
You
200.
said okay.
So 200
200 history.
history books, basically, and they're about, looking at them, these are old, like, so they're like worth it just by themselves like 50 gold a piece. And then
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be selling those.
there are 60 tomes of just generic arcane lore. Those are about 100 gold pieces each. 3 spell scrolls. And I will say you can look at them. One of them is Create Undead. Another is Fabricate. And another one is Resurrection. And there are 6 spell books. The first 3 look like they're very low end, just 1st to 3rd level spells. The 4th and 5th spell books contain 4th through 6th level spells. And the last spell book has a title. It's called X, the Mystics Arcane Grimoire, burned into its spine, and it contains 7th through 9th level spells.
Oh, damn.
And that's what's the inventory of the library. And Mr. He had I don't know, I don't remember, but he had introduced himself as Mr. Fox.
Mr. Fox.
Yeah.
Did Mr. Fox?
That's fantastic.
Speak again?
I see what you did there.
fantastic Mr. Fox?
Sorry, Kato. What did you say there?
Now, is he asleep again?
He's pretending, clearly.
Asleep.
Okay, sleep. So I mean, and I'm looking at everybody. We're gonna grab the spell books, right? I'm already looking at the scrolls.
Yeah,
I
you,
can
Ask them
carry
if there
a
was
bunch
any-
more.
Perhaps books or writings on Asterix phylactery.
Yes, that as well.
in your head, you'll hear Mr. Fox say, "Oh, he doesn't keep anything regarding that. I mean,
Oh, thanks.
believe me, I've frickin' looked."
Yeah, he doesn't want to be here any more than we do.
Yes, he is a trapped creature.
So,
Can you think of anywhere that information might be found?
I don't know, because I'm asleep and I've never met you. Please go away.
So
'Cause you
I'm
guys
gonna
never
come
came
up here
through
next
here.
to him.
I guess.
I'm gonna come up here next to him and be like, "So,
Stop it.
we'll figure that stuff out. But I gotta ask you, do you know how to make the exit room work to get us out? Do you know information on that?"
No, I can't leave this room.
I didn't know if you had ever been in another room before you were stuck here.
Garbage
That was
room.
my only question.
Tried to get out a couple times, but, you know.
That's fair. Okay. Then I'll leave you alone.
Thank you. Fuck.
I'm gonna be slowly, like, walking up, humming to him. Go back to that fake sleep state. I'm gonna look at this jewelry box, try to get it.
Oh, come on, man. Really?
Shh, 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 shh.
That's the only bit
Have
of
this
it.
music, guys.
That's the only thing I
Okay,
have.
alright.
Really?
And, shh, shh. And then I go after the monocle, the monocle on his face. Then
No, no,
I
no,
will
no,
take
no, no,
that.
no. And he literally is like, "No, stop it. Go away. Go away.
No,
Stop it."
no, because you got your music. Here, I'll
Dude,
crank
no,
it on
no,
for you.
no.
And I turn the music thing on for him.
It's already on.
And then I lift the monocle off his face.
No, he's not going to. He's like, "No, do okay.
I punch him. Not kidding. I'm kidding. Nope.
Please, we had a deal. Just go, please."
Okay, can we just
I'm
grab
gonna
the spell books and the
need this.
scrolls and let's get out of here?
I'll come back if I need this.
I'd like the history as well. And actually, I'd like to take the spell books
So
for my
basically,
council.
he sits up now and is like, "Okay, so basically, you just want everything."
Yes.
Go back to sleep, old man.
Welcome,
Damn it.
welcome to
How?
adventurers.
How the hell am I gonna explain that?
I could give you a black eye and tie you up.
Oi! Have we not learned to stop threatening things that aren't threatening us first?
No, I'm not threatening him. He's not going to get in trouble. We're not going to really hurt him. Anybody got fucking... we'll give him a little disguise on his eye. It'll
So-
be okay.
Kato, you're still invisible, but he's looking directly at you. He's like, "Stop it! What are you? Why?
He's just wafting in the air in front of him to like swat her hand away, and we're like, "What is he doing?"
Yeah, he's like smacking your hand each time. No, go away! Stop it!"
Damn it.
He's like, "Wait, well, I don't want to get hit. Can you do something else? You got anything
Yeah.
else? Like, maybe?"
Yeah. We can tie you up. We've got plenty of rope, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't know when Azarak's gonna
Alright.
come back. We can't just leave him tied up.
Yeah, you can.
I'll leave you Jinx.
What?
Feel like they'll be able to gnaw at the rope.
No. Just. Do you have? Yeah. Maybe some manacles. Anything.
Okay,
You can get out of the manacles easier than you can rope?
I don't have to get out of them. I just need to be found in them. I need an excuse, otherwise it won't work. Do you know?
You got it.
This is the first time you guys have stole stuff? Because you're not good at it.
Right?
Really.
Alright. Let's see.
Surprisingly not.
How did you survive this
I'm
far?
rifling through my bag. Oh, I got a bedroll I don't use.
I need...
Hey, we could lay him down on this.
I have. I have a monkey mask.
How?
I pick
How
up
did
the
you
pearl of
chuckle
power.
fuck's
I'm like,
defeat? Wow.
I have a shit ton of caltrops. We can put them around the room and pretend that you couldn't get around them.
He looks like he's about to cry. He's just like, ropes, manacles.
Okay, I found silk rope.
It needs to look like I tried to resist. Otherwise, I will have to try to fight you.
Okay.
And he looks at you, Kato, and is like, you, no offense, are bleeding everywhere.
I use the 9-foot devil's pitchfork and I pin him to the fucking wall as high as I can get him.
So you stab
Here
him.
we go.
No, I'm not stabbing. I'm trying to get like
His
to
clothes. He stabs his clothes.
Like his
Into
like
the wall.
I need him up. So, dude, maybe
I
it
have a
goes, like,
climber's
between
kit
his
which has
arms.
rope in it. So
He is just shaking his head.
okay, I have hempen rope. Kato has silken rope, and I have a climber's kit that has rope in it. We can just pick up everything if we want.
If that's
I
Yeah.
also have a dungeons kit.
Ugh,
Yeah.
We're gonna tie you up. You're fine. Shh. Go back to sleep.
I don't fucking sleep.
Well, go back to fucking pretending. It was easier. The snoring was more soothing.
Oh my god. Okay, let's stop picking a fight with him and let's just tie him up already, okay?
Yeah, we like you, guy. Go back to fake sleep. Come on.
Yeah, so ankles and wrists and upper arms and thighs, everything. We'll just tie him up like a little spider cocoon.
Hands too, semantic components,
Yeah, I already
hands too.
Yeah. Hands down.
Fingers.
Hey, let's get a
Okay.
fucking gag going as
Okay.
well.
Kato?
I can't.
Yeah, gag me, he says without moving his mouth in your head.
Yeah, but if we were fighting you, would we have actually found out that you can like talk? Because you didn't talk to us, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So would we have thought that you could talk in our brains instead?
Just tie me up for fuck's sake. Oh, thank you,
Okay.
sir. As
Okay.
Sauce is actually doing it.
I will do my best as well.
All right, so Tortimer, give me a sleight of hand. And
Oh, my sleight of hand isn't as good. Kato, can I
That's-
help you and give you advantage?
that's not
Yes.
tying. All right.
So I'll help you feed rope and everything. So you go ahead and roll with advantage.
And he's going to be helping you too.
And sleight of hand. What was I rolling again?
Sleight of hand. With advantage.
Where's fucking that? Oh yeah, that actually. Yeah, my bad. There you go. I
Okay.
hardly ever roll that. So like. Gee.
He looks like... Okay, so, Sauce, I'm assuming you did like his body, like tied him to the chair kind of, and then you guys are trying to like tie his hands and stuff like that. So you like, you get in there and you're like, got it. And he's like, he sits there and tips up his hands and goes, really?
Oh shit! Sorry.
Actually, hold on. Let's make sure. So this would be a sleight of hand as well.
Disadvantage.
Oh, so he isn't able to. So yeah, he's like,
See?
"Oh, good enough, I guess. And he's like, you want to like knock over a couple bookshelves, make it look like, you know.
Definitely, we're gonna wreck this shit.
I
Grab everything.
yeah.
I grabbed
So
the
grab
manacles.
everything you want off of these middle shelves, because I'm gonna domino that shit.
And he is going to it's like, this probably won't work, but oh fuck, hold on, I need my fingers. Just a second, just real quick. So right before you finish his hands, he casts Alter Self on him again. So now he looks the same, but he looks all fucked up, like he's got cuts and bruises and shit.
Good.
I don't think this is gonna work, but fuck it, why not? Hopefully Weathers finds me before Asarak.
Sauce,
Okay.
you want your history books, but there's 200 of them. With all of them weighing 5 pounds, I don't know if we really have the space to be able to grab all of them this trip.
I'd like as many as I could. Oh yes, I
Okay.
plan to send further expeditions here,
Okay.
Okay. So
even against the howls of
I'm
Yeah, the
sorry.
howls of the cat.
That's 3PO. He's okay. So which books are you taking? Are you taking start with the spell books? Are you taking the spell books?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There are 6
So
spell
taking all the
books.
scrolls, all the spell books.
Okay.
All
Scroll.
the arcane books.
Yeah, the scrolls. I'm gonna say 0 weight on those. Anything that's a book
Nope.
is 5
Book
pounds.
is 5 pounds each.
So, just the spell books. That's 30 pounds there.
Yeah.
I'll drop the adamantine mace.
The what?
Adamantine mace.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Whatever you guys need to do to yeah. Because
Anybody interested?
what's that?
Sorry, keep going. Sorry.
Well, you guys know I'll let you know this is it. You're at the exit. So this is literally the last room. So this is your final loot. So if you want to fill up here, you can.
Anybody interested in the fabricate spell scroll?
No. I don't need that.
It's a 0 weight. So
Anybody
I know, I'm just saying
interested
Tortimer's not a spell person.
yeah,
He's not looking for spells.
fabricate I
in-
believe
interested in any of them?
is a 5th level. I
Yeah.
believe.
I could make it of use to someone.
Or
Well,
yeah,
I
I
was
mean you
gonna
could
use
sell
it
it
if you
too.
didn't want it.
Yeah.
Then take it.
Okay. Yeah. So there's create undead, fabricate, and resurrection.
Is it? Yeah.
So
I think that resurrection should go to Victor, but that's just me.
Sounds good.
I'll take it.
because resurrection that's I think it's 10 days or something. Something could have been. It's one of the higher level spells because it's revivify, and then a couple others. So yeah, these are actually all fairly higher level or mid range spells. The spell books, you can either use them or, I mean, if you're a mage, but they're worth quite a bit, especially the one, because it has 7th to 9th level spells. But again, they're 5 pounds, but everybody, whoever has it, mark it in your inventory.
When we're over encumbered, the total weight equipment turns red, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to,
Gotcha.
dump gear, you can do that.
Victor, you want to tally up the spell books and split them with me? Anything you're interested in?
Mainly resurrection spells, I suppose. Do you see
Okay.
anything?
Well, that's a scroll, so that's just 0 weight. You can grab that.
Yeah.
There are 3
Is there anything
Lowens,
healing related?
Baby in the Grimwell?
Well, the spell books, I have to roll for how many spells are written in them, and then I have to roll again to see what the spells are. So, well, here. So you're looking for specifically a healing spells, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's 3 categories. So roll me 1d3, Dr. Victor.
Okay.
Or do you want me to roll it?
Oh, shit.
I got it.
Okay.
1d3.
Yep.
What's the command for that again?
/roll space 1d3.
Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that and that.
Okay, so it was broken down into 3 categories: low, medium, and that one high end. The high end grimoire has healing spells.
Okay.
Absolutely.
As we're dumping things, y'all see Tortimer dump a very dwarven looking symbol with a broken arrow on it, and he just sort of stares at it for a second and then sort of glances at Victor and then throws it over his shoulder with a good riddance under his breath.
Would I recognize the symbol?
Yeah, you have enough in cleric. Yeah, you know. Well,
Yeah, that would be the
roll me.
symbol of-
Well, hold on. Just roll me a religion check.
Go ahead, Victor.
Advantage or normal?
Just normal.
Okay.
The DC is modified because you're a cleric.
There it is. I know the alphabet.
I know the alphabet.
Oh yeah, you would recognize it as. Sorry, Tortimer. What?
It's okay. I have it written down.
Cool, thank you.
That'd be Lodgar the Exile, the Great Protector, which is a Duragar god.
Okay, give me a second. Your. Hold on. Stand by. Whoa. You have backpack though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I don't know why it gives you a backpack and then it says dungeon pack, but it's
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
okay.
So,
and I just
also
start
while
trying
we're
to grab.
dumping stuff,
Sure. Go for it.
also while we're dumping stuff, y'all see me one by one toss 200 bags of caltrops. 200
Yes.
of them.
So give me another D3 roll, Dr. Victor. Of course. All right. Roll me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll me a D6. And be prepared to write these down. So roll me a D6, a D5, and a D4.
Okay.
So that's 1, 5, and then a D4. Okay. So
Such extreme rolls, my goodness.
there are
Okay.
3 spells. The first one is Mass Heal.
Nice.
Very nice.
What?
Something
Hold
even
on.
nicer? What's happening?
No. No.
You got Baba Yaga's?
Yeah.
The second spell is True Resurrection.
Nice.
And the third spell is fucking Wish.
What?
Forget.
It's yeah. I filtered
Fuck
for
yeah.
7th, 8th, and 9th level healing spells. Technically, Wish can heal people, so it's in with the. Now,
So this is the Mystic's Arcane Grimoire?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Let me write all this shit down. Okay.
So that's...
so I guess you're going to have to study how to be a wizard in order to use
You're
these.
a wizard.
Because this is a spell book, so.
Yeah, I know. Okay, wait. Okay, so I have fucking true resurrection.
Yeah,
Mass heal.
true resurrection, mass heal, and wish.
Fuck. Epilogue suddenly changes.
Holy fuck! I'm gonna have a slight.
Sauce, I was able to, after dumping as much as I could, I was able to pick up 15 books.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I need to remember how many I can grab. How many? You said 5 pounds each?
Yeah, they're 5 pounds each.
Mm-hmm. I just put a section for history books, put the weight, and then just kept playing with the amount until I got to 15.
Okay, and then
That's exactly what I was gonna do.
Exactly.
so that's the one that apparently was specifically healing spells. There's five other spell books, but I'll roll for those later because we're specifically looking for it. Of course, you rolled high every goddamn time. Okay, so you guys have all the spell books, the spell scrolls, and then just however many of the 200 books you want to carry.
It's 10 copper for a silver, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm also dumping 2,000 copper.
All right.
'Cause there's no point.
And at this point, he's like, because this is taking you guys a long time. He's just sitting in his chair like, you're making a fucking mess. Goddamn. Okay. Can you kick it around at least?
You're tied up.
Just kick it around.
You're tied
Make
up.
him.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I hope this works or I'm fucked. If you guys can, pick up the pace a little bit, I'd appreciate it.
Oh, while we're all going through this, can I move, like, the chalt books? Like, from the middle sections? Like, from the, the bookshelves in the middle section?
He will lose it. No, Mr. Fox goes, no, don't move him. I've got it in order, God. Oh, you're killing me. Just...
It's just the history books, and I'm going to
They're
help you.
in order. Just go, please. He's getting really agitated.
I take 10 of the history books myself. So.
It's just
And
insulting.
we
if
have
you...
everything for the spell books.
Well, there's 5 more, but I can roll for those later.
Okay.
I'm just saying we have someone taking them.
Oh,
right?
yeah, somebody needs to put them in their inventory. Yeah, it has to be
can't.
marked.
I'm all up. I assume Kato is gonna do it? Kato?
Well,
You're muted, Kato.
Dr. Victor has one of them.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
I'm gonna
5.
put that in.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
So you have 5, so that'd be 25 pounds. Okay.
And then we should really get out of here,
Yes, please.
if we can.
Please go. Go, 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 go. Go away.
I'm ready when y'all are. I'm waiting at the door here.
Get out. Please.
I think my house is haunted. All I hear when I come in is "Get out!"
All right. So,
We got all
yeah.
the Arcana though, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You get the 25? Yeah.
Okay.
25? Yeah.
Wait. The books of arcane lore. There's
Yeah.
there's
This-
60 of those.
We need those.
Well, no.
We can't take every book in the library.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Yes,
Oh
we
my
can.
God,
We can't.
Yes, we can.
The
I've
map
got-
does not check out.
I've got 1,199 copper pieces.
Okay.
I will go ahead and take the 5 spell books. Remove 5 Chult history books.
Okay.
So we have
that
35
frees up
Chult
that.
history and
What?
all of the spell books.
And so
Okay.
if you grab the arcane books, grab as many of those.
Well,
Unless you want them.
here, hold on. Here's the difference. The arcana, or just generic arcana, they're just worth a little bit more. But the history books are worth more to
Oh shit.
Sauce. So if
You should
anything,
keep your history.
Sauce, you would want the history books, not the arcana, because they're just like, oh yeah, this is a magical creature. Blah. It's
They're encyclopedias for magic.
basically, it's the history books. They're like, if you just sell them, they're worth 50 gold each. But for you, they're worth way more.
Sentimentally, yeah.
Well,
So,
and these
This
are
is why we're trying to
very,
get the history books.
yeah, very, very old. This has information that has been lost. That doesn't exist. It only exists here. So yeah. If anything, I would say you'd probably want to load up on those ones because that will help you with your future endeavors.
Besides, Kato, whatever we leave down here, I'm sure with Sauce's groups that he's going to bring down here later, he's going to make sure to get every book. And since they're dismantling it,
Well, you
place
don't.
by place, eventually they're
Don't
going to
know
get down.
that yet.
Okay.
I don't believe Sauce has mentioned that out loud.
I have.
Oh, you have? Well, fuck it.
Yeah,
Never
he
mind.
mentioned that he's going to bring people down here
All right.
later.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You did, like right now. Okay. Yeah. So,
Yeah, specifically.
all right. So yeah, whenever you guys are all loaded up and ready.
I'm gonna grab
I'm
one
ready to pull
arcana
Sauce
book.
out.
Yeah, and you are getting a constant little voice in your head going, please go, please go, please, please, please leave now, please go, 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 go.
I'm
We should
grabbing
go.
2 arcana books real fast though, but yeah, then I'm gonna
All
follow
right.
you out.
Okay, so just
Victor,
keep.
how many books are you grabbing? Like, are you grabbing how many history books?
I'm just taking my book, my one book.
Okay. Just keep in mind the Arcana books are worth 100 gold. The history books are 50 gold. So just make sure you make a note of that because their values are different.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, and you guys have noticed, like when you go in the hall, it's not doing anything. But I'm gonna move you over there, Kato, to the exit.
Thank you.
Okay, so you guys are all standing around this pool. Like it, I mean, it's only like 6 inches tall. It's this puddle of like it's like that non-Euclidean
Non-Newtonian fluid.
non-Newtonian fluid. It's kind of like that if you've ever seen it. It's like it's got a weird, but it's like constantly flowing, and you do notice
It's
like
like
wait,
cornstarch and water.
did any of you try and touch it? I don't recall.
I did not.
Okay. So
Victor, did you try and touch it when we were in here?
I don't remember you and either of
Yeah,
you saying
no.
it. I just want to make sure. So yeah, you're all standing around, but yeah, Dr. Victor, you're pretty positive this is like the exit.
What is it?
It's definitely the way out.
Oh, I will say, Kato, I think detect magic is 10 minutes, I believe.
Yeah, 10 or
Okay.
11.
Well, 11 to cast it, but it goes for 10 minutes, I believe. That's how long it lasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, the duration.
Yeah. So I will say you would actually, on that, the pool, or the liquid actually, you get a conjuration magic.
There's conjuration magic on this pool.
And I'll say that then you're spell goes away.
Detect magic goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's.
I don't want to get flooded with tar.
Or-
So,
Everybody give me a history check. This is a memory check.
hey.
No advantage on these, by the way.
Yeah, my still roll is 18.
Yeah, so
Oh, I was rolling at a disadvantage.
well, that's fine. You rolled the 18, so you're looking at this substance. You remember the Sohn sisters. One of them had a bunch of little black
I had
marble
4 marbles.
that look exactly like this stuff in there.
Who took those? Who had those?
Who had what?
The Stone sisters. They had Stone
Stone,
sisters. They had stuff that we've been using because I had the keys, and they had heartstones and soul bags, and one of them had a collection of like marbles, right?
Black luscious marbles.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Yeah.
says as he kind of pulls them out and kind of drops them into his hand.
It looks exactly in solid form, like the stuff in the pool.
There was 4 of them.
5.
Yeah.
5 of them.
Well, Peggy had 4, and then the Scarecrow had 1.
Right.
So yep.
Wonder if we should we toss one in? I mean, they're your sauce. You can do with them what you want, because I'm not gonna.
I'll pass one out to each person, put in the spare way. Just
Only one way to find out.
and I'm gonna dunk my hand in with the marble in hand.
It's weird when you put your hand in. It's like your hand starts to it's like pulling, it's like your hand fuses almost with the liquid, and it starts pulling. But then
It's trying to suck you in.
and it actually it's pulling you. You're trying, and you see, he's now trying to pull back, and as you do, your hand opens, and when it does, you feel the marble disappear, and your hand comes out, and then whoosh, out of the middle, a black marble. Hold on, a 4-foot tall black obelisk. Whoosh, just forms up out of this stuff. Same material it looks like. And it looks exactly like the obelisk, a little smaller, at the very entrance to the tomb. And it's now no longer liquid. It's a obelisk with a solid platform. And it's just sitting there.
The obelisk that we slept next to outside of the tomb
Yeah.
also had a fiend inside of it.
That one was 8 feet tall. This one is half that. It's a tiny little thing.
Yeah, I'm just letting the group know that the one we slept next to had a fiend inside of it. And that's why I was not close to it.
I wasn't there for that,
Oh.
so I imagine me with the yellow banner, having come up, be like, "Oh, that's comforting that we slept next to that."
Yeah.
I'm gonna touch the obelisk.
You reach out, you touch it, and everybody sees Sauce touch it and disappear.
I
Be
will
gone.
also touch it.
And Dr. Victor disappears.
Me right after Victor.
Kato? You're muted.
Muted.
Yep. Yeah. Heading
You-
up the rear.
Okay, so you touch it as well?
Yeah.
All right, just a minute. Ooh, it's been a while. We gotta change the map.
Do I go to fucking Narnia?
Woo!
Okay. I was like, oh no.
You did not
Oh, yeah.
die.
Good.
Spat
I think it's this one. Hold on, stand by. Doo-doo-doo.
Gotta find the right thing.
Yep. Okay, hold on a second. Are your tokens still on this map? There's one token.
I'm
left.
I'm still on the
Okay, hold on a
other
sec.
map. The,
Well, you all are. I haven't moved you yet.
oh, okay.
So stand by.
Because I know that you can move singular people occasionally, so I'm like, meh.
Okay, hold on. I gotta randomize here. Okay, so sauce. You roll me a standby. Roll me a D. Hold on a second. 1, 2. A D12.
Uh-oh.
Okay, hold on. Wait, what'd you roll?
3.
3.
Oh, 3? Oh. Okay. And then who was next? That was Tortimer. You.
Victor.
Oh, whoever. Go ahead and roll me
me.
a D11. Okay. And then whoever was next. Six. And then Tortimer, D10, thank you. And then
D9 for
D9
attack.
for, yeah.
Auto.
What'd you roll? All right, I'll look at it in a minute. Sorry. Gotta get these guys down here. Okay. Okay, so we have Turner rolled an 8. Rolled a 1. Okay. Gotta check something here. Alrighty. And then you guys
Woo!
are at the very south.
What? Oh, there.
Yep. As you guys pop up, as you're, oh wait, Turner, you're actually right there. All right. And then you see, and it's bright.
Wait, I can't see anything. Wait, oh, there we go.
You guys have spent an undeterminable, because you don't know how, it seems like you all have different frames of how long you've been in there, but it's been dark, and now you've touched it, and light. Your eyes are painfully hit with light. And everybody roll a d4. Everybody takes that much light damage.
Is that radiant?
No, it's just
Just pain.
It's
It's
just
pain
pain.
damage.
I feel like if it's from the sun, that makes sense for it to be radiant damage.
But yeah, so you guys,
Radiation.
as
maybe.
you guys,
I mean, technically,
Really?
it is radiation.
whatever.
Just saying.
Everybody rolled a 1 except for Victor. Okay. And you guys are blinking and looking around, and Azaka and Orvex are there. And Orvex, fuck, what? Holy shit. And he's like, having some palpitations because you guys just appeared. And
How long have you been waiting out here?
Yeah.
It'll be. I had it written down. Hold on, stand by. Hold on. Where is it? Stand by. It has been 10 days.
Wow.
And you look, and they've got a nice little camp set up. They've been just hanging out, and they said they'd wait. And Azaka will go doing some math, looking like we lost 2 and gained 1.
Strangely enough.
Okay.
The tomb's a dangerous place.
Yeah, and looking at Kato and you guys goes, you guys are looking pretty rough. Are you gonna be okay?
I think we could all do with a bit of rest.
Yeah.
But we'll be alright.
Away from the demon obelisk, please.
Yes, please.
I'm sorry, the what? What was that?
There's a fiend in that obelisk.
Don't worry about it.
What? The Orvex is like pointing like that? The thing we've been camping out and leaning on, and what? When did you know that?
So, can I say, Tortimer doesn't know any of those people.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he's got a little bit of an agenda at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah.
So
Tortimer,
Uh-huh.
who has been through an event of
very
I
life-changing
guess
event.
significant event.
Trauma bonding.
Sort of, goes bleary-eyed into the sun, right? And then looks over, and 10 feet away is Victor. And he is just, first of all, so happy to be fucking out of there because he thought he was going to die frozen there, But also, has his own opinions on what the future's going to bring and cannot help himself. And he goes over to Victor and he turns his face to him and he plants a nice one. Just kisses Victor right on the mouth.
And just to be clear, Victor, you're okay with that? Okay, there we go.
Yawning while you're embarrassedly hiding off screen.
Oh, and one other thing I forgot. Orvex will look at you, Tortimer, and go, "Oh, hey, Tortimer, how's it going?"
Busy. Just,
Yeah.
the whole one,
Like, oh,
one
I get it.
claw just
Yeah,
up,
no,
like, hold on.
It's cool. Yeah, Orvex, you two know each other. He was working with the group, so
Yep.
yes, nice. So as of now, you guys. Oh, also, At this point, everybody roll a d6. This is specifically psychic damage you take.
Okay.
As
I'm resistant.
okay, well then you take half. As the trickster gods are yanked from your mind, because that actually happened when you touched the obelisk. So it was light and psychic, because now they are gone. You lose the benefits, the negatives, and the items as they crumble to dust. So, the robe of scintillating colors turns to dust. The bracers of archery fall off.
No.
Yeah, so all the items that you got from the trickster god caskets disappear.
Wand of Wonder or Staff of Striking?
Wand of Wonder, yes, because that was the horn. And yes, if it was an item that you acquired from it, there was the egg, Nagnang's egg as
Pearl
well.
of power.
Yep, that's gone.
Oh, I got that.
Yep.
Oh no.
It was not attuned.
So yeah, go ahead and
so
delete
the
those
bracers
out.
of archery are gone.
Yep. And Tortimer, your strength, or no, con.
My constitution goes back, but I can't remember what it is because it just automatically took me to 23.
Oh,
I can't remember how low it was before.
Don't worry about
My
it.
original thing says that it's 12, so I'm gonna put that in.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do that. So yes, those items turn to dust and disappear.
Okay.
So yeah, but only the items that were basically the gods resided in. Everything else you still have. But, and at this point, Azaka will say, well, okay, I want to get rid. Okay, thanks for the heads up on the obelisk. Now, can we go back to port? I'm kind of done. Are you guys done? Did you get what you needed? Everything good? Did you find what you were looking for?
We did.
So you.
Yeah, I think my ultimate goal has been reached.
Nice to meet you. Well, I'm sure we'll talk. And she'll say, so the curse is broken?
Yes. It is.
Okay. And as you come out, Dr. Victor, you get it's weird. You've gotten sendings before. It's kind of weird. It's like it's stuttering almost. But you realize it's like a bunch of sendings that weren't able to go through. But you just get
Oh my goodness.
Oh no!
it's just the last one. And
You just got the bill in the mail, man.
well, yeah, they each start, but then the next one, so it's like a stuttering noise, and then finally it says it's from where Bo is. They said he's back, but you need to return as soon as possible. He needs help. He's alive, but he needs your help. And you'll also get one from the person who hired you, which it's been so long I don't remember her name. It is... Do you remember the person who hired you? Seriously, do you know?
Syndra Sylvain.
Yes, thank you. How do your character doesn't even, well, technically you do. You did learn. So yes,
I like my information catalog.
yes,
Yeah,
that person sends you,
Weird.
hold on. Jeez, where? Sorry. I gotta go back all the way to the beginning of the book.
Here we go. Are you okay? Are you okay, Charlie?
Yeah, Syndra Sylvain. You get a message saying, you did it. Thank you so much. And your reward awaits you. You know that magic item that they promised you, as you're now loaded with magic items. So yeah,
I didn't really do it for that, but yeah.
but she, your team, good work, and your reward awaits. And I think you're going to be very popular soon. And that's it. So at this point, what do you guys? I'm going to say at this point, Azaka is very done and wants to head back to port. And at this point, this is where the official part of the campaign ends. You guys have been successful, and you guys make your way back to the port. And when you get to the port, everybody knows it's
How the fuck did they know already?
Syndra Sylvain has made it publicly known.
Oh god.
So yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to avoid everything.
okay.
When we're-
So you guys get back to port. This time you guys know what to do. And when you get back to the port, you are showered with gifts and things like that. The merchant princes, they invite you to stay with them. They give you money. Basically, you guys now have enough money you could retire if you wanted, or make investments, whatever you want to do. You get one exactly shit ton of money, very specifically. So at this point, what would you like? What happens?
Oh,
Did you have something?
remember that boy that traveled with us for a little bit in the very beginning?
Right. He stayed back at the excavation, the old Piter. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he go?
He would have
back?
gone back by now. He would have been
Okay.
back there.
I'll just check in on him real quick. While we're in that area.
Oh yeah, he's back in the slums. He did make I think you guys gave him some money, but yeah,
I'll give him a good portion of mine.
okay.
He helped out.
He would just put it right back into the area, because again, it was like he lives in the slums, the worst area, so he would just like pay to, fix everything up there. Sauce, you had a question?
Victor, would you do this near to Sauce?
Nope, I'm out.
In the dark where no one can see.
Let's see. I would happen to tag along. I wouldn't be doing it in a particularly showy public fashion. But I'm not hiding it either. I'm just doing it.
So knowing that it might go to the area, to Sauce would basically say just,
If it waits, it could find a time where the people will find it strongest to help them. Just a thought.
Okay, so at this point, you guys have spent some time back at the port. You could have sold off any magic or anything you don't need and gotten money for it or kept it. So now your quest is finished. And what does the future hold for your characters? So does anybody want to go first? Or does anybody care? Or do we want to roll for it? Let's roll for it.
Okay.
So everybody roll a d20.
I need to ask you some things also at this point.
Okay, go ahead.
Before
Yeah.
I go into things too much.
Yeah. Well, everybody just roll a d20, and whoever gets the highest goes first. Okay. Okay. And actually, I think some of you guys your epilogue is linked, so I might just kind of put you guys together.
My epilogue is linked with Victor, so I think it should go Sauce, Kato, and then me and Victor. Just
That
my
sounds good.
thoughts.
Or you and Victor, and then Saskata. You guys just want to go ahead.
Sauce rolled his next to the highest because he got 19.
Yeah.
So
Well, how about
Yeah.
this? Sorry, let me change it. Highest person gets to choose at what point they go. So you basically it's going to be 3, 1, 2, or 3.
Sauce is deciding.
Okay, and then who
I
got the?
am. Why not? Well, I'll go ahead and start it off.
Okay, so you go first. Hold on. Now, to decide who goes second, Victor, you don't get to choose because you're the lowest. And then the other two tied.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kato, do you want to go middle or last?
Last?
Okay. So, does that work for everybody? Okay. So, we'll start with Sauce, native son of Chult.
Woo!
What does the future hold for Sauce?
So after going to the ports, collecting his fair share, though trying to still somewhat hide himself in some ways, but letting himself be flourished, he had stopped first by the Yuan-Ti area just to drop off some things before collecting. Returning to Omu is when he challenges oh gosh,
Well, Rosnisi and is one of the leaders.
Fenthaza, is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and she's the other one.
So basically I first challenge Rosnisi, and through a complicated battle, but finally overcome, take on Fenthraza, and am able to overcome through the use of the Black Opal Crown and more to gain control of the Yuan-Ti and the power that they have.
Mhm.
But one of the first things that he does is to send a messenger up to the Arakakra,
Mm-hmm.
trying to wave a calling, trying to set up some of the first peace talks. And giving offering to Princess. I'm not gonna try.
Yeah, Max. It's Maxawana or
Um,
something like that.
And Prince Na.
Yeah.
And with that, I also try and reach out to a lot of the other cultures in and around Cholt, the places that have been most affected. And over time, we begin trying to just recover Cholt. He begins building a council of the different native groups.
Mhm.
Something that his own people are not a fan of. They believe in a subjugation, and the opposition began their rally. And as he sat down with a meal, the opposition to talk, thinking that nothing would harm them. There's no poison. But Tassos doesn't always deal with poisons. The opposition died that night.
Mhm.
Many of the captains were publicly executed the next day. He took no pleasure, but he took no heed. A change would be made. There needed to be a difference to Cholt.
And that was the Yuan-Ti or
The Yuan-Ti.
okay.
So he takes on the Yuan-Ti that are trying to, we have to conquer.
Uh-huh.
No. We can be different. There's smarter ways.
All right.
He's seen the difference. Working with different groups, he tries to begin traversing the tomb, and one of the first things he does is send a large group in to try and take out that person on the second level,
Mhm.
providing as much information as he can, and begins talking with the different groups about ways of eliminating the undead around the island before finally trying to remove the merchant lords from the island and the profit they steal from Cholt.
They do not give up, but they remain limited to the port at this point.
Yes.
So they're not able to, their influence is drastically reduced because you've basically let them have the port, but the rest of the continent you've taken over.
And anything that tries to leave the ports has to be checked.
I would say there is
Leave the ports into the island. Basically an environmentals check. What kind of thing are you trying to bring here? We don't want your animals, fruits, or viruses.
what I would say what you're able to do is make a deal with the dragon turtle that the princes had a deal with. You make a better deal because the dragon turtle protected the waters around the port for the merchant prince, but you can easily make a better deal because it wants it wants to increase its hoard. You make a better deal, and now you not only control the land but the water around the port too. Basically, the whole northwest part of the island, that's the range of the dragon turtle. So that's his area, and now he works for you basically. So yeah, they are stuck. The princes are now. Population can come and go, but the princes, they can, and they quickly, being that it's a much smaller area now, fall to infighting. And
there's even chances of like experts, so craftsmen of different sorts are offered better pay out in the like area to take their expertise inland and So he's even trying to dry out the money that these merchant lords may get.
Yeah, it won't be overnight, but eventually the port will just become another port, not the capital. Omu, because you basically do a brain drain, like, hey, Omu needs to be rebuilt. It's a massive, it's like 10 times bigger than the port. So you let it be known, hey, it's secure, it's under control, and we need people. We need to pay people. So yeah, there is a huge drain. And basically the capital effectively shifts back to Omu. But that also takes time because there's a lot of things in Omu that need to be,
This is
kobolds
expected to take
yeah.
5 to 10 years with
Yeah,
this.
yeah. But yeah, you easily plan it all out and you have all the advantages to do it. So yeah, like 5 to 10 years, Omu becomes the capital again, and yeah, Sauce is effectively becomes the custodian of Cholt. That's the title, because you're rebuilding not just the city, but the nature, the undead that befouled the land. You're taking care of that too, and eliminating Rasnissi is the main part of that because he created all of the undead there. So again, long process, but you're able to do it, and you become the custodian of Cholt, and it becomes the new title of. It's a title and a responsibility. So
Yay, Sauce!
you are the first custodian,
Master custodian.
the first custodian of Cholt.
How quick it moved from kill these undead to where these papers need to go.
Exactly. All right. Anything else for? Okay. So next will be Tortimer and Dr. Victor.
I have questions
Yes.
about the spells that I got.
Yeah. Well, you didn't get the
Does that
spells. You got the
situation
spell
work
book.
Exactly.
What's that?
Yeah, how does that situation work exactly? I don't think I can ever at any point learn to be a wizard that experienced, correct?
Probably not. Those are all 9th level spells.
Yeah. I would have to be able to find someone else who would be able... So it's like, I kind of have them, but like I don't really have the ability to use them. Is that the
Yes.
kind of...
Yeah.
You
so
have a resource that you can extend to other people
yeah,
if you need to.
you could sell this. This has wish.
You could donate it to Jolt.
There's
It'd be
that.
free information.
You're a witch.
But yes, you need to be a wizard in order
wish
to use.
might be more restricted.
No, I mean, wish is great, but
I
there's a
need to
downside to the wish
qualify.
spell. I mean,
I will end up making, like, say, mass healing freely available to anyone I know who would be able to learn such a thing.
yes, it's
Definitely. But
this looks like it. Yeah, it's you currently can't make use of it, but it doesn't mean you can't like hire a wizard. Like, hey, cast this spell for me. Here's the book. you know.
yeah, but would I know a wizard that? I don't know.
You could hire a wizard to like,
Dr. Victor, you're famous.
yeah.
The question is more,
Shut up.
do wizards who know 9th level spells know you?
Oh yeah, if you need to use this, there's people lined up. Like, yeah, they'll do that for you.
I'm trying to decide whether I. Oh God.
Because what you can do is basically like a wizard. You can say, hey, I need you to I have a spell book. I have the spell. I need you to cast it. In exchange, I'll let you copy the spell. And you will have lines of wizards lining up because you have the wish spell. That is not a common spell. Every wizard wants that spell.
Okay. So when we're in the city,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be kind of having a mini crisis of like trying to figure out what I should be doing right now. Um,
Well, first thing, well, you go ahead. I'm assuming you're heading to Bo.
yes.
Okay.
But like right before we leave, like I assume we're gonna
Oh, before you leave the
get back to
port.
the city. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I just got out of the tomb. Tortimer kissed me. I have the spell now. I think it's fairly clear that I'm having like conflict over all of that.
Okay.
Because I'm, yeah. Um,
All, for your information, moving into what you decide, Tortimer is stuck on you like white
Yeah.
on rice. So
yes. So I will probably sit down and talk to you for a bit
Uh-huh.
about all of that. Um,
oh, you mean you're gonna talk to me about like your conflict?
yeah. Because this involves you.
Yeah.
Good.
That. Damn it, Sauce. Um.
Yeah.
So, I go ahead, Victor.
I don't think I actually talked to you all that much about how I ended up with my son. I loved someone for quite a while, and there are spells in this book that I didn't think I'd ever have. I could bring them back. Possibly it's never really guarantee. I don't know if I should. I don't.
Victor.
Yes.
You've known me significantly less than this person that you had a son with. And my choice is clear. I choose you. Now, I would never hold someone to that because other people have lives. And should you choose to bring this person back, this changes not my feelings. If you choose them, I won't love you any less. And if you would prefer that stay one-sided, that is fully acceptable. So long as I can be near you, I will be happy. I can be your friend, or I can be more. The choice is up to you, and I will not be offended no matter what you choose.
handling that well.
I know it's kind of weird. I've got like this weird elevated sense of self, because barbarians we typically get pissed off and stuff like that. But like the idea of getting mad at you hurts my heart a little bit, and I would never do that to you or to myself. Mostly because that's super confusing, and I've already taken enough psychic damage today.
Oh, my head hurts for so many reasons.
Why don't we focus on getting you back to your son, and you can make a choice afterward? There are more important things than any sort of major life decision in this case. And romance or not, Neverwinter sounds lovely.
Really quick. Dr. Victor, roll me a d20.
Oh, great.
Oh god.
What the fuck is happening?
Okay.
I'm very curious.
Okay.
That decides if you had rolled a 1, the soul would have been consumed by the atropol.
Ah.
And it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah. I suppose there's also just the chance that it's like the soul is in an afterlife and like not.
Yeah, because see, that's the thing.
I don't know the actual.
Any resurrection spell, the spirit has to be willing.
Exactly.
So
It's never winter, Sauce, not never summer.
I know. It doesn't fit well for us reptilians.
so yeah, sorry, I just realized. Oh yeah, I choose resurrection and wish are the spells. So
Yeah.
so you got a bit of a conundrum there.
I do. I have a huge conundrum. It's not only just like a choosing between things. It's like a should I even try to do that? If like, is that the better thing to do, or is that just like?
Well, that's something your
Causing
character is
what?
going to have to contemplate.
Yeah.
Victor's choice
hi, I'm
affects
having-
my epilogue here.
I'm having a problem. Okay. So we'll still return to Neverwinter.
Okay.
And I'm going to immediately go find Bo again.
And now go ahead and describe Bo, because no one knows, except me and you, what he looks like and everything. So, so you go to where he's been, and they meet you, and they're like, and you pay what you owe now, because they were generous for a bit, but it required the rest. So you pay up with them, and they take you out to a courtyard area, and there's Bo sitting by himself, just kind of idly on a bench, looking down. What does everybody see?
Okay, goodness, what did I even? It's been so long since I wrote down things. 'Cause I don't think I wrote
We don't take
down,
notes
like-
in this campaign. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Because I don't think I wrote like a lot about his appearance like in my little bio section.
We'll go and make it up.
But I have ideas in my
Uh-huh.
brain that I just didn't.
Okay. Throw it out there.
Yeah,
Sounds
tell us.
good. Okay. So Bo's like a small child, about 7 years old,
Yeah.
but he's fairly small, sickly with everything that's happened. And I'd say he has like kind of curly red hair
Okay.
and freckles.
All right.
Um,
What color were his eyes?
Goodness. I'm gonna say like a light brown hazel.
When you come in and he notices someone is there, he looks over and you see it's him, but his eyes now are black. The irises are black, and he doesn't have any white. It's black. And you're still a ways away. One of the priests would lean in and say, "This is an after effect, apparently. We have other cases of, we've heard those that their souls were trapped. Something has changed in them. He's going to need your help getting through. We have no idea. Well, maybe you'd know what he went through while his soul was trapped. We don't know, but it has affected him. And Bo looks at you and recognizes you, and he's just kind of expressionless, kind of. But then he like kind of tips his head a little bit, and there's a little bit of a smile, like just a little bit. And the priest says, "Well, that's got to be a good sign because he's not smiled at all." And so he's been awake for probably a week or two for you to get back there. So
right.
The priest says, "I haven't seen him smile. I mean, it's not a lot of a smile, but it's something." So, and Bo gives you a little wave, but he stays where he is.
Kind of go over to him,
Uh-huh.
kneel down, like, "Ain't that bad? I know I've changed a bit." I'll pull out the mismatched chess piece that I've had with my chessboard
Uh-huh.
and hand it over to him.
Okay. He'll grip it and then just biggest hug ever. He'll grab onto you. Tortimer, are you hanging
I'm
back?
loitering in the doorway.
Okay. The priest will lean over to you and say, he hasn't spoken since he woke up.
Yeah.
And we
Surprise.
really haven't pushed it because we have no idea. Nobody knows. So we've basically met his needs, food, whatever he needed. We have not tried to push or question. When it became obvious that we don't know if he's not capable or if just chooses not to, but we haven't tested it, but that's the situation right now. This is the most reaction we've ever seen.
Family brings hope. And hope heals all wounds eventually.
Hopefully. It seems like you have some work ahead of you. And he'll is like, there's nothing else we can do. Feel free to stay as long as you want. And he'll leave you guys to reconnect or whatever you want to do.
I wouldn't go over until Victor gave me the okay to approach. But Tortimer is very nervous that this child is going to see him and then freak out and be like, "Oh my god, it's huge, and what is it?" Because I've been living in the Underdark until now, so I'm like, okay, we're up here with all the normal people who live in the sunlight. It's weird.
I mean, you might think that, but Dr. Victor, you would know. Bo knows your job. He knows what you do and what you deal with. So, I mean, he's seen a lot of it. He doesn't get in combat with you, but he's fully aware of what you do and what you deal with. So, while you might feel like, I don't know, you're not that scary to him. He's seen way worse stuff.
It's meeting a new child who could be judgmental jitters.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
I'm gonna stay with him for a little bit, like, sort of getting a sense of where he is with things. I'm also not going to push him too much. You know, I've given him the stuff back that, like, we traded and stuff like that, and I, you know, I'll ask him, like, if he drew anything or anything like that, or, like, just small things.
Yeah,
to see where he's at.
I mean, he's responsive. He'll, like, shrug, nod, yes or no, and but he is basically glued to you. He will not leave. He won't go more than. He's not like literally, but he will not leave your sight or more than 5 to 10 feet.
That's fine by me.
Yeah, but he'll, like, he'll grab you and, like, take you to his room, and he's clearly working, like, this is something new. Okay, this is something familiar. So just little steps. He'll show you drawings, and he'll put the chess piece back with his set.
And I'll after, like, settling just a tiny bit, I'll introduce him to Tortimer.
Yeah, he'll nod and formal. Yeah, shakes hand.
He has great manners for a 7-year-old.
Well, he's a very well educated, because yeah,
Tortimer is intimidated for all new reasons.
Yeah, but he is very interested. It's like he's seen worse stuff, but he's never seen a turtle before. So he's like kind of knocking on your shell, and it's like, oh wow.
I'm being inspected.
Yeah, he's fascinated. Yeah.
And Tortimer would initially introduce, depending on how Victor introduced him, he'd say, "Yeah, I'm your dad's friend." He wouldn't say anything more than that, unless Victor, like, opened up that door, because we are respecting family relationships here.
Oh, yeah, and he is interested in you, but he's, again,
definitely,
like, he's kind of, like, remembering, like, being around Dr. Victor gives him the memory, so he's kind of like, okay, this is what it's supposed to be, but it's going to be a while.
All right, I'll offer to play a game of chess with him.
As you say that, it's like, he's kind of moving around his room. You don't really notice, but he's, like, packing up his stuff, like, and you say, you want to play, and he was getting ready to pack it. You can see he's done here. He wants to go home. They're cool here, but he's done.
Understood.
Yeah, so he'll, like, later.
We'll get out of here.
Okay. And he's packing it. He's good. He's ready. He wants to go home.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah.
He
He doesn't really have good connotations to this place. They've all been really nice to him and everything, but it's just clearly he doesn't want to be here anymore. He wants to be home.
Like, Boyd does not like hospitals, and that's okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this isn't even technically a hospital. This is more like a morgue.
It's the vibes.
Yeah. All right. Was there anything else?
Victor's going to stop by the graveyard.
Okay. Alone or with Bo?
I guess Bo's kind of attached to him at this point, isn't he?
Well, I mean, if you go home and spend a little time, he'll be a bit more comfortable. But, like, the initial day, yeah, he's right next to you. But if you wanted to go by yourself, you could. That wouldn't be an issue.
I'll go by myself once he's a little bit more comfortable with
All right.
that.
Okay. So yeah, you can do that. What do you do?
And he'll sort of go to one of the small graves and set down like some forget-me-nots.
Okay.
Forgive me. It's been far too long. He's alive. That's what really matters, right? So what just happened? I can still see him in there. Far more resilient than I would be. I can't begin to imagine what he'll do in time. Nature bless us, he has time. You should be there with him for it. Should have been this whole time. But are you at peace, my love?
A wind blows through, and a little red string lands on her grave. It hangs there for a minute, and then the wind blows it away.
I met someone, I think. He keeps me sane like you did once. I'll always love you. I'll always remember all of it. Everything. Maybe it is time. I know you would want me to move on, to be happy. That was the promise I feared to make the most. But if nothing else, Bo deserves it of me. He deserves some stability again. Just a child again. Maybe I can just be a physician again. There is so much to heal from. So much has changed. So much has been lost. But he gives me hope for it. I haven't failed you yet. I don't plan to. Rest well, darling. Your son is safe. I will find my peace. I will keep my word. With that, he will get up and leave.
All right. And as you leave, what appears to be a caretaker for the graveyard sees your flowers and puts a little stone cup or vase and puts it in there, and he is very hunched over, walks with limp, has a damaged hand, very slow moving, looks very old, has heavily scarred, damaged. Kind of does that, dusts off makes it kind of clean, and continues on. And there's a little red string around the face. And it looks like it's a lot of effort for this. It appears to be a lot of effort. Like, this guy has in constant pain, it looks like. But he manages to dust it off, do that. Just a little bit. It's, and then, shuffles off painfully. But you don't see any of that.
Yes, of course not.
All right, so now, Tortimer, is there anything? I'm sorry. what would you, if anything, would you like to add?
After meeting Bo, Tortimer, out of respect for Victor's non-decision thus far, he'll find his own lodgings, check in regularly, begin his plans to build a house.
Okay.
He talks to a jeweler for a very specific request.
Okay.
For an electrum coin to be put on top of a ring surrounded by sunstone.
It takes you a long time to find somebody willing to make an electrum coin. But you do manage it.
But he does it anyway.
Yeah. Because it's you. Yeah.
And yeah, you can't really say no to me.
Yeah, it's you're Tortimer, one of the.
Exactly.
Yeah, everybody knows you.
And so so make that ring, so surrounded by sunstone.
Okay.
Build a house that's 2 stories that has library and a study and an alchemist's lab, sort of in a foyer, and definitely a couple different rooms, like for sleeping, bedrooms, things. Probably like a tree house on like the same property, and a massive garden with a mass of different flowers. Of course, this would take about a year to really have his plans come to fruition.
Right.
And finally, one day, Tortimer will ask, after having at some point been cued in that Victor has sort of accepted him as a romantic interest and something to pursue further. Well, basically, we'll be like, "Hey, Victor, I got a surprise for you. You put a blindfold on. I got a surprise for you. Okay? You trust me?" And he's all grinning from ear to ear.
As always.
All right. So he puts a blindfold on Victor, and he takes him to this. Probably this house is built on some sort of hill, sort of to overlook Neverwinter.
Oh yeah, you can afford it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he says, "Wait a second," and he opens up, the gate to
Quick
the
question.
house. What's up? Yeah.
This is a surprise for Dr. Victor. Do you clue Bo in? Do you get his help to?
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
All right. So Bo's in on this too.
Bo knew it was happening 6 months ago.
He somehow he figured out when you guys showed up that like friends.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I've also been like working to try and help restore Bo's like strength physically.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
he's my little workout buddy.
Yeah,
when we
and
can. Like we do. It's great.
he does start talking like he's not verbose, but he'll give like single words. He'll like yes, no, or just he's not quite up to like full grammatical senses, but he's much more communicative.
Yeah. So he'd probably tell Bo that like he was gonna take Victor to go see the surprise.
Yeah, he's
Victor
on board.
Victor could very well know that Tortimer had some projects that he was working on and that he'd show him eventually. And so Victor could very much be like, oh, this is one of those like projects he just finished, wanted to show me.
There you go. All right.
So, with the blindfold on, he sort of gets himself on his one knee because he's kind of an older guy, so he's like struggles a little bit. Has the box in his hand and is like, all right, Victor, you can take your blindfold off. And when he does, he sees he's in this garden full of like protea flowers and sedum and wax flowers and violets and chamomile and just very good energy and love themes and longevity and dreams and courage surrounding in the flowers that they're surrounded by, and this beautiful house that is still obviously very new, but like stained wood and just everything to make it as welcoming as possible. You know, not quite picket fence, but like, you know, cobblestone fence, you know, around, you know, hip height, and then, you know, a little gate. And he pops open, you know, the box, and it's, you know, this electrum coin ring with sunstone, and he goes, excuse me, I wrote down what I was going to say for this, excuse me.
I'll add also, Bo has been practicing really hard, and he's playing viol. A recorder equivalent,
Absolutely.
you know, like the recorder. He's
Absolutely.
been working on it. He's playing a nice little tune quietly, but he's there trying to help set the mood.
Oh yeah. And Tortimer says, after so many years in the dark, it took going to a tomb to find my light. Would you honor me greatly by letting me stay by your side to let us make a life together, and to let me care for your child as if you were my own? Very much the will you marry me project vibes.
All this.
You hear a little voice go, out loud! What is it? What? Huh?
Nodded. I'll give you a little kiss. And then he'll
Yay!
Yeah,
get Bowen for a hug.
yeah, he'll come
And
running
just, like,
in. Dads!
very happy about his progress with the viol and everything too, and just like it's
Oh, it's not good.
And
But
on,
I mean, you
on
can.
the inside of the ring,
I
Yeah.
don't care.
on the inside of the ring, engraved is candlelight in my darkness.
Oh.
So,
Cool. All right.
ta-da!
Very cool. All right. So yeah, we'll leave that scene with the whole family hugging. And yeah, it was hot cross buns. That's all he could get. But
Something. I'm sorry. Are you treating a viol as a wind instrument?
I don't know what VO. No, that's a yeah. Sorry,
Violin.
like whatever
First
the
violin.
recorder, a flute, whatever.
As a violinist, I am insulted right now.
I apologize. I can't. I'm tone deaf. I can't play music. So that was amazing. Was there anything else you guys wanted to add? Yeah.
Tortimer converts to worshipping Ilmater as well within that year
Okay.
before he proposes.
And
Yeah.
you actually, Dr. Victor, a lot of people start showing up to get your insight on this the after effects of the soulmonger, and because they see you as kind of the person who knows about it the most about it, because you have firsthand experience on several levels. So you become kind of the foremost expert on this condition. What do you call this condition? This
Oh, bring
You
that
get to
on me,
name a
don't you?
disease.
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily disease. It's just like this very unique situation that there were a lot of people who their souls were in there, and then they got revived. So, and they all came back similar, black eyes, very traumatized, and just trying to figure out, help them recover. You've become basically the expert in it. You have the most firsthand experience with it. So, it was what was it? The death plague is what was it was the. So this is the after effect of that. Can you think of a name? Or I guess I can throw it out to anybody. Like, does anybody have an idea for?
Restoration sickness? That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
All right.
I can't. That's probably a terrible name.
Well, there it is.
You guys have any ideas?
Oh, I would have said, the monger effect.
Oh,
Ooh, yes.
well, that's actually pretty good.
I
Yeah.
like that one.
All right, the monger
We'll go with
effect.
that.
All right. Did you guys have anything else for you two?
I'm good.
Well,
Okay.
I guess so. I will be giving away most of the wealth that has come my way. I don't keep that. Like, I'm
Okay.
not
Yeah.
going to be holding on to that. I will probably set up like sort of a network of like doctors and physicians and stuff to be able to do work with some of that funding.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally.
And
You can set up
give
like a
some of it
clinic.
to give some of it to the church probably, and assign a large chunk of it to whatever the kind of communities around sort of in need in that moment going forward.
And I would probably assume you'd set up like a trust for Bo.
A small one, yeah.
Yeah.
Like nothing absurd.
Well, yeah, just
Oh,
yeah.
Tortimer is giving an
Well, that's
entire
you. Yeah,
college fund.
that's
Yeah.
you, Dr. Victor. Tortimer, they didn't say they were giving away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
Tortimer is investing everything he can into Bo's success.
Okay.
Any business ventures that you want to do, he is all about this and all in.
And I would say, Bo, the part of the
and to answer
go ahead.
Sauce's question,
Oh,
Tortimer himself sends an invite to Kato. He would assume that Victor wants to invite Sauce, which he can send that out if Victor would like.
Also, before leaving, I would say to Sauce that he would stay to help with Azarek fully, but has obligations to return to.
Notably, the Eye of Zoltak would go to Sauce as well.
Like,
that you could just sell.
regardless of
Yeah.
how Sauce may feel about him at this moment, that if he ever did have need, that he would return to help, but will currently leave Trolls to its people.
Okay.
Also, that wedding is absolutely... Since Kato is most definitely getting an invite, and since Victor is... Tortimer would assume that Victor would be okay with Sauce coming. They do get invites, but that wedding and reception and anything where like Kato would be expected to be there is all open air.
So
There
no
are no
ceilings.
ceilings.
No ceilings, no walls.
There are no ceilings and no doors.
hell, man?
No ceilings and doors.
No ceilings, walls, doors, nothing.
None.
This is an open, big, flat open field.
Nope. It's
Okay.
arches and like fancy like
I thought
you
there
know,
were floodlights.
Wild flower.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, no, like fairy lights, like dancing lights everywhere, just all the time. Yep.
and
Uh-huh.
I will also say part of the Monger effect is he now has dark vision and resistance to necrotic.
Heck yeah!
All right.
Oh, great, Bo. I'm still the only one who can't see in the dark.
Yep.
God damn it!
Son of a bitch. Okay. That
It's
is
okay, I can share
awesome.
my dark vision.
Is that it for you two?
Yeah, that's pretty much everything
Okay.
I've got.
All right. Kato.
I have to see what happens with Kato.
So, what do you like? You can start from like you're in the port. What do you do?
Years later, I'm still thinking about the library.
Okay.
And when my reason for even being in the tomb came to light, struggling to find a way to free my people from the dreaming dark and the
Okay.
spies and assassins and the eyes and the hands of the Delquar, the region of dreams. I felt a pounding and a screaming in my cells when I picked up a piece of Arcana, and I knew, I feel, I know, I don't know, I question, but I hope that there's something in this book that will help me.
Okay.
And everything else I carried out of the tomb goes to Sauce for public consumption, and
All right.
I keep this with me close.
Okay. Yeah, I would say because that library, that is like Asarak's library. That is information that is ancient and cannot be found anywhere. So I would say absolutely you could, and that's why you were pulled there. You did
Yeah.
find one of the books did have information on that. So the reason you were there did come. It didn't solve the issue, but you now have something solid to go on, like written down. So yeah, that you have that, but I mean, yeah, the stuff
It is undecipherable. And I spend years,
yeah,
a few years, trying to figure out what's even on the pages. And then I find out that it's a series of volumes, all needed for its function. So I have to embark on my next quest to find the other two remaining texts,
nice.
dreading that they'll still be in the tomb.
I will say you guys spent a lot of time like sorting through the books of what to take, what not to take. I would say you would know for certain it was not in that library.
And I'd have a little bit of communication still with Tasas, because I know he was interested in consecrating and mapping the tomb.
Yeah.
So keep in
yeah.
touch to update.
Yeah. So,
Wait,
he just
I
Whoa.
just had a thought. We all have plenty of funds. We could probably all have had what do you call sending stones
oh
for
yeah,
each other, right?
oh yeah,
Beautiful. Yeah, we
you
keep in
guys,
contact.
yeah, you guys.
And I'm coming to that wedding.
D&D
Yeah,
sailboats.
thank you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
Into it.
yeah, so
Yeah, yeah.
Staccato, like
Yeah.
yeah, like the items and everything, yeah, you can gift them, but you on your own are now independently wealthy as well.
Yeah.
Like
And
regardless, yeah,
I send a lot back to my monastery,
Okay.
so that they can bulk up their defenses and actually have better quality goods available.
awesome, yeah. You again an exact shit ton of money, so
Yeah.
you're able to do
And
that,
I keep a lot with me to comfortably facilitate my journey as well.
Exactly.
And,
So, yeah.
hire any assistance I need on the way.
yep, you actually now instead of just like on your own, you actually can hire a crew if you wanted.
Yeah.
To help you out. So yeah, you have more than enough to do that. You have, and I would say the book you have gives you a lead on one other book, and you would assume that if you find that book, it'll give you the lead for the third.
So I'm on the hunt. Always.
Okay.
Same reckless Kato, same willing to
All
get her
right.
face blown up. I gotta open that door. I gotta
Face
find
check
these
them
books.
doors.
Yeah.
I'll see if
You're
it's
getting a
trapped.
wellness check
Boom.
when you come to our wedding.
Alrighty.
So, my chair is falling apart. Okay, so was that it for you, Kato?
Yeah, as I silently daydream about standing on a tree at their wedding.
Hey, it's still technically my universe right now, so I'm going to say yes, that's possible. You can use your spider climb to climb a tree.
But it's super tall, and it's nowhere near my head or where I'll be standing ever.
But wait,
My
they
arms
also
are just folded and I'm staring at the ground.
they also
Yeah.
Tortimer
Sideways on the tree.
Tortimer did say there'd be arches, so you can
I'm on
There
one
are
of those.
arches, yeah.
you can be in the arches. There you go.
But there's also lights everywhere, so if you're on an arch, I'm
See me?
fucking seeing you there.
Well, they do have invisibility. They could do that.
Oh my god. Right at the end of like the you know, when you're done it's after party shit. I'm like, alright, Victor,
Pull a Bilbo.
I managed it. What?
Pull a Bilbo.
Bilbo Baggins.
Full of Bilbo?
It's Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
At
yes.
his party, he.
Yeah, no. No, I understood. I didn't understand what the word was. So, but I'm like, you know, everybody's leaving, saying goodbyes. You know, I'm like, hell yeah! I got through that whole thing, and I didn't feel a tickle on my head. Right then, just little.
Yep.
And toward me, like, oh, come on!
Had to be done. Had to be done. All right. So with that, this little placeholder campaign that was
2
over.
years in the
Oh
making.
yeah, a little over 2 years has come to an end. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. So now the real DMs can come in and do it for real. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking around, watching, playing, and enjoying it with us. Do you guys have anything to say at all, or
Yeah, I believe this is over.
call it good here?
We gotta come
I have plans for a one shot now.
All right.
Great.
Well, and also this might not be the end of this particular universe. So
Hell yeah.
So,
I need help.
there's a chance.
yeah.
Some
But-
characters may return.
Yeah. But I for me, just personally, thank you guys for putting up with my variety, like my old man voice, and this is my old woman voice. This is my young child voice. So thank you for putting up with my amazing voice acting. But just, yeah, thank you for sticking through it, and I really appreciate it. And I have completed the campaign. We have completed the campaign. Look at us. So yeah,
Bills. Yeah.
if you guys have anything you want to say, go ahead. And otherwise, Sauce, or Max, if you want to, if anybody else has anything they want to say, any thank yous or
Thank you for putting
Bring
up
back
with us for
Doom.
so long.
is
Bring back Tomb. Bring back Tomb.
Back to.
I will play
Back to-
in Tomb, but this is it. Yeah, that's Dunsies. That's the module. So
We have to save Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah.
hold on, I gotta check something. Does he survive?
Oh yeah, that shit work.
Oh no.
He
Oh
does
no.
not survive.
High was, or low was, it worked. High, they saw right through it.
Did you just do 20? Shit, motherfucker.
Roll the 15.
You
So
should have let me punch him in the face.
how that?
told
No,
him.
that didn't. That wouldn't have. No, it,
Oh.
just punching him in the face was not of help. Sorry.
Broken some stuff. I could have slammed him to the wall with that 9-foot devil's pitchfork. I mean, there are some things.
Yeah.
Garbage.
That could have started a fight. I think we're trying to drag this out a little bit here. So let's go ahead.
Yeah.
We don't want it to be over.
Let's go ahead and
Turn back time.
thank you so much, everybody. Max, if you would.
Right?
We hope you guys enjoyed this wonderful session of Tomb of Annihilation. We hope you guys tune in for future Dice Delinquents episodes, and we hope to see you soon as we make a bit of shift in some of our different stuff. We hope you guys have a great night, morning, afternoon, wherever it is that you are. Have a good one, Delinquent.
Bye,
See ya.
everybody. Thanks again.
Bye.